Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Okay, so this video is going to be about the responses that I got from my family and my closest friends. As I said in my previous videos, I have decided to have weight loss surgery, VSG. Yes, I did, and I'm excited about it. I'm ready for life change. I'm ready for a healthy embarkment on my life going into the new year. And if you didn't watch my other two videos, can you please go like them, comment, interact with me, and subscribe? Thank you very much. So this video is basically about the responses I got from family and friends. So before I divulge to, although I had said and shared with two of my friends that I wanted it done, because I never ended up getting it done about 2 years ago, I never went any further with it with anyone else. But once I decided to get it done and I was pretty much sure, and I educated myself on it more, and I prayed about it, and I was nervous. I'm still nervous. That has not gone anywhere, the nervousness, but the excitement is just as equal. Before I decided to tell anybody, I first decided that I needed to talk to my husband about it. And I needed him to understand that I needed help. I needed him to understand that it was something I really wanted done. And I of course, would not have been able to do this without his support. I would not have done it if my husband wasn't okay with it. I value his opinion. I'm a whole lot. There's no control or nothing like that. I know sometimes guys can, you guys can make a synopsis of somebody or who they are and what their relationship is like by just looking at a glance of a photo sometimes. But I just value my husband's opinion and what matters to him the most. When he and I met, I did not weigh what I've been weighing for the past 16 and a half years. So he's not against me being healthy or me being, smaller in a sense. But he, if he wasn't for it, it would have been a tough decision for me to go ahead with it, because he's my support system. Like, he's my partner. He's my best friend. So I told him, and he was like he just really wasn't feeling it. He was just like on the fences, But once I educated him and I told him more in depth about it, I showed him photos of other people's journeys, and we know some people who had it. So I think that helped. I think that if I probably would have been going in and it just would have been something that I would have done, and I don't think he would have been okay with it. But after us educating ourselves on it, he was okay with it. And he's just like, you have to be ready to do all the hard work. When I told some people, like some of my family and some of my friends, their first response was, "Oh my God, you're going to evaporate." Or they were like, "You don't need that." So, and anybody that I told, I respect their feedback. I did not allow myself to have any expectations on what anybody thought. I didn't tell anybody before I told the people that I needed to tell, that I loved, that were close to me, that I would need as a support system on a more consistent basis. I wasn't necessarily, I was worried more so because I didn't want it to stress me out, or I didn't want their opinion to get to me before doing what I was going to do. But nevertheless, I wasn't more so I didn't have any expectations, or didn't want anyone, to be honest. I kind of was, I don't want to say expecting it, but I kind of sort of was. And I mean, it wouldn't be any other way. You have to have people around you who are going to be true, and not just be like, yes people. And if a lot of them would have been like, yeah, I probably would have been like side-eyeing them like, really? Like, you have nothing to say? But yeah, people are like, oh, you don't need to have that done, and you look fine. And I mean, weight is a crazy thing. There's so many things that are entailed with weight. Mentally you abuse yourself. There's a lot of bad talk, that you do to yourself. And the reasons why, for some people it's trauma behind molestation or being raped, any type of sexual abuse, drug abuse, relationships within your families, relationships with, significant others, work, and, just where you are sometimes in life. There are a lot of scars and bitterness and self-hatred and emptiness and brokenness behind the layers and of fat and skin that go along with weight gain. And a lot of times people who aren't overweight or haven't experienced being overweight can't really relate. Like my husband and I used to be on the opposite sides of the fence for so long. He was always so small, but he works very, very, very hard to build muscle mass. And he is like and shape like crazy, and he works out like 5 days a week after working crazy hours at work. And so for a long time he couldn't understand. He thought it was just as simple as get up, go to the gym, and eat right. And although those are some very simple actions, it really isn't, because although there's action required, it's not like just an automatic switch. It requires a lot of healthy mental work, point blank, period. And if you don't get to the root and cause of why you are eating and why you're overweight, then that can be a problem. So a lot of times I would embark on losing weight, and then I wouldn't tackle some of the problems that cause me to eat. And overeat or indulge in unhealthy eating habits. So basically, I wasn't really concerned about what no one was going to say. I just needed to make sure I told them, and I wanted to hear how they felt. I did, because I love them and they're my family, and that's how I felt. That's basically what they said. Most of them was like, well, you don't need that. But I'm tired of being in the shell that I'm in. And two, I used to hide my weight with big pocketbooks and making sure I was always cute and my hair always did and I always got on a nice outfit, which that's who I am in general already. But it was like, I felt like I didn't want anybody to see me and they could just see my weight, which people can, but I think it's been like 16 years. I feel like people are really used to me being like this because it's been this way for 16 years. So of course, this is what everyone is expecting. This is what everybody is used to. But, it's just time for change. So you have to be strong in your decision and counter, but not let what other people say conflict with your decision if you know that that's the right thing for you to do. And I'm not that much worried about what people might have to say that I don't know, like people who might comment on this video, for instance, or stuff like that. I'm not. I don't know them and they don't know me. So I really can't take any type of real value for nothing they might say. Will it probably, hurt to get to you? Probably will, but it won't weigh in too much on me or who I am because I don't know them. But basically that's kind of how it went. Long as my husband was supportive, I kind of didn't care if anybody else was supportive. I kind of didn't care in terms of me making the decision. In the long run, yes, what my family and friends think and everything, but the main person's support I needed was my husband's. That's something I was worried about at first. And once I did that, and it was whatever. I even told my one girlfriend, I was like, yeah, girl, I'm getting it done. And, I'm nervous and da-da-da-da. And she was like, oh my God, you're going to evaporate. And I was like, no, I know what to do and what not to do. Like I have been, for instance, I know that muscle mass is something that, you lose fast because, the fat needs to be replaced because when you lose weight, especially because you can't work out until maybe 6 to 8 weeks after the surgery, I have already started the process of building my muscle mass now. So I don't lose shape and I don't, lose my salt and my pepper, if you know what I'm saying, so therefore, I'm doing that now. I'm preparing my mind mentally. I've prepared my kids, like my sons, like they totally just missed it. I told them 50 million times what I was doing. And they was like, well, what about your arms? And I was like, I said I was having weight loss surgery. I was like, they're not going, I guess they figure, Mom, your stomach is big. So when I was telling them about the stomach part, I guess they figured they just going to cut my stomach. So they figure, what about the rest of the fat parts? It's what my sons was thinking. So it took me like a long time to help them get it, even though I explained it like 50 million ways, 50 million times. But I would be concerned if I was not nervous or like a little bit. I'm just nervous. You know, I'm very, very, very excited for what's to come, but I'm still very nervous. And I would be concerned if I wasn't. And not only that, if I had not been in a place where I had been able to consistently like work at my like losing weight, if I would have never tried losing weight before, if I would have never tried weight loss, like doing it on my own and putting forth effort, I think I might feel a little bit bad or guilty about not taking different or certain measures to get healthy. I think I probably would feel bad, but I've tried, and I've gotten to a certain point and I just stalled like crazy. Like I've never made it out of the 200s. Like never. Nah, never. And you know, I'm sharing my weight. You know, my highest was like 250 plus something. And now I'm at 240. 240. Yeah, I said it. I opened up. I told you guys how much I weigh. And I know you don't think it. I mean, the only thing that, you know, it's like I don't need to prove it to anybody, but this is the thing. The only thing I don't think I'm going to be prepared for or ready to do is show like, you know, skin. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about, you know, brother so-and-so who worship 5 rows behind me. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about him knowing what my fupa look like. And what my back rows look like, skin on skin. I'm not going to be okay with that. I'm not sure if I want even females knowing what my fupa look like. If I know you seen it, because, you know, I just don't care. But I mean, like, you know, although it's going to change, it's not going to be that way. It's kind of like, you know, like Buzz said, them hem rolls. Them hem rolls. These my rolls, he told me. He rubs them and cushions them up. And he said, these my rolls. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be okay with, I don't think you're going to see any photos like that of me where you see skin, like bra panties type thing. Nah. I'm going to let y'all see like with my clothes on. But this is the thing. See, you know, when you have on garments, clothes, now I don't wear girdles. I don't believe in girdles. I don't wear them. I just don't like feeling claustrophobic and stuffed up. But but when you have clothes on, it covers up stuff. It hides stuff. You know, and I be wearing black like the majority of the time. So, you know, that covers up everything. So that's probably one thing you guys won't see for me is my flesh. I'm just not sure if I'm ministering, I'm up singing, or I'm giving some type of empowering speech to somebody and some words of encouragement, that they're going to be like, thinking like, dang, I don't want none of y'all doing that. That's the part. See, that's the part. You know, and I'm just keeping 100. Like, I'm going to be very transparent. I'm going to share. And maybe that will change. Maybe when the new Kiki spring in, maybe the new Kiki ain't going to care that y'all knew the old Kiki. But while the Kiki still here, would sing. I ain't doing it. So, if you are considering weight loss surgery and you have, I hope that you didn't have a bad experience with telling your family and your friends, and hope that it went good. And, but mine was okay. And I hope that the way that I chose to divulge my truth to my family and friends was the best and healthiest decision for them, you know, and that's it. So I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'm going to start doing a countdown to my surgery, which I think I'm like 28 days or 27 days away, March 6th of 2018. So I'm going to keep vlogging. Please, I would love your support. Please interact with me on the videos. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share. And if you have any questions or you need any type of encouragement or uplifting, or you have any in-depth questions, because I'm going to do a Q&A on my Instagram. Please follow me there too on Instagram. and I'll definitely give you guys any insight. I definitely think that my video content will be increasingly more informative and probably more interesting once I get closer and closer, because I started this journey in September and here it is now February. So the only reason why I didn't vlog or even mention when I was going through the process was because I did have some bouts where I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm just about to just lose weight. I'm about to just try it again. Like, that's kind of like where I was at. But the other thing is, like, where I'm trying to go with God, you know what? I can't wait. Like, I need to do what I got to do. I got to take care of myself. I got to get my health right. For I don't be here for my babies and my husband and them. So I'm just like, I ain't waiting. Like, I try to talk myself out a couple times, like, don't do this. Like, it's people who are way fatter than you. Like, you know, and it's like, really, it's not about that. Like, I'm unhealthy. You know what I mean? Like, that is just the truth. You know, I'm healthy, and people don't know that I'm pre-diabetic and I have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and that I'm anemic, and I have all these joint and bone pains and stuff like that. So it's time to take action on your health and make the best decisions for you. So I didn't share my journey early on because I did have some bouts of discouragement and talking to myself like I'm not going to go through with it. And then I also didn't want to put myself out there, and what if I didn't get approved? And I mean, I kind of even want to do it this soon because I'm like, I need to just wait till I have the surgery, but everything's to go with it. So I'm going to share, and I want you guys to ride along on this fantastic journey with me. So don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow me on Instagram at Loren's Hair Therapy, and I'll put them below. Thank you, and have a good night. This is for them sexy